verse 734. When form is not evolved, the senses are not the senses. Therefore the Blessed One declares that the senses, etc., are characterized with momentariness. The Blessed One declares that the senses, etc., I think the etc. here we can understand as all aspects of experience. So the senses, all aspects of experience, are characterized with momentariness. Now, what does this momentariness refer to? What does it mean? It means the attention. The attention is flitting around all the time. Experience is constantly changing. We kind of get used to this, and so we get fed the story of a consistent reality. But really, even just in the course of me saying this sentence, your attention will have flitted all over the place. Unless, of course, you're really tuning into the spirit of these verses. Perhaps if you're somebody that's been following this, I should apologise for that statement. But I think most people who are perhaps looking at this video, it might be the first video they've seen with this person talking at them, and they maybe have caught a few videos, and the attention will be flitting all over the place. It'll be sizing me up, wondering whether it's worth giving me any more of their time, judging my appearance, perhaps finding my voice, my diction isn't so clear, wondering what the hell I'm going on about, and don't other people say the same thing in a better way? Who knows? But the attention will be flitting around all over the place, unless, as I say, you're tuning in to where these verses are pointing to. So this is momentariness. Experience is momentary. Even as I turn my head, the visual field is quite different here as it is to here. But the mental construction is, oh, it's the same visual field, but it's quite different. If I close my eyes, it's completely different. If I go off on a daydream or a thought, and I must admit I am a little bit distracted. I wrote a review of a book on Amazon, and the author replied to my critique, and I'm not actually inclined to write back, but I feel a little bit bad about not replying to his considered reply. So there we go, on it goes. On it goes. And I have to focus now on doing this video. And my body is in its usual state of high discomfort, causing me a bit more concern than it has in the past. Problem seems to have moved down to my ankles, which are quite swollen, and stayed there. The problem seems to have settled there, making it very, very difficult to move indeed, and causing a great deal of discomfort, and I'm anxious about whether I can continue with my nighttime job, and should I see the doctor about new medication. And so it goes. This is the momentariness of experience. It's the momentariness of the attention. The attention is very insubstantial. It flits around all over the place. Unless you're engaged in some sort of formal meditation practice, unless you're successfully engaged in some sort of formal meditation practice which focuses the attention, then it's going to be all over the place. Even when you're trying to do these meditation practices, it's sometimes even worse. The only other option, if you're in enlightenment, if you're an enlightenment practitioner, is to not let form be evolved, in the realization that the senses are not the senses. So this is the insight of the enlightenment practitioner, which bypasses all of this. It bypasses everything. It comes back to awareness. This is the factor in the attention. Whatever the attention is doing, well, the attention is directed awareness. It's directed awareness, and in the directing of the awareness, awareness is lost. So as enlightenment practitioners, realizing that the world, that the individual have no substantial nature, and we realize the wonder, the joy of unfettered consciousness. This is awareness which is no longer being hijacked in the form of the flitting attention. Unfettered consciousness. This is successful enlightenment practice. What does it mean that form is not evolved? Well, there's clearly something going on, isn't there? We cannot dismiss what is going on. We cannot dismiss the world as illusion. We can dismiss our understanding of the world as illusion. We can dismiss the patterns and the mental constructions that we create and abide by. We can dismiss all of that as illusion. But the world is presence. And realizing this, we enter into witnessing. And witnessing is abiding in pure awareness, suchness. So when form is not evolved, this means that the attention is not discriminating particular forms and not creating an identity for these particular forms. It's like realizing a dream as a dream. In a dream, there's a great deal going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. In fact, there's probably more variety of stuff going on in a dream than there is in the waking state. And the emotions can be more intense in a dream as well. Feelings and emotions more intense. But we can withdraw from that and understand everything that's going on as dream. The same way we understand what is going on in the world, we can understand it as dream as well. It's a construction of consciousness. Or we can understand it as samsara. We step back from it. We step back into suchness. In suchness, we can start exploring consciousness unbound, consciousness unfettered. This is the generation of nirvana. But I won't go into that right now. What verse 734 is telling us, that in enlightenment practice we move from the flitting of the attention to the restful peace of suchness, by realizing that there is nothing of any substantive nature worthy of attracting the attention. The attention can now abide in itself, at peace,